Have you ever wondered how to market like Snoop Dogg? I'm sure you've seen the "I'm giving up smoke" campaign.
I'm giving up smoke.
But why was it so genius? And how can a small business replicate this without hiring Snoop Dogg?
I'll save you, Snoop Dogg.
So in this video, I'm gonna show you 3 elements that you could put in your marketing campaign so that your brand won't go up in smoke.
I'm gonna take that reward money and I'm gonna buy me a yacht.
Welcome back to the Video Power Marketing YouTube channel, where we talk about how to leverage video to grow your business. My name is Jake Larsen, and let's dive into it. So the Snoop Dogg campaign came out. I don't know if you've seen it. I remember I was sitting in bed and my wife's like, "Oh my gosh, Snoop Dogg's quitting smoking." I'm like, what? That doesn't seem very Snoop Dogg-like. But he had posted this image that said, "I'm giving up smoke." And there was a lot of talk about it. Is he really giving up smoke? Is this a stunt? People were talking. And come to find out, it was all a marketing campaign. And it was a really effective marketing campaign. So the results were instantaneous. Both Snoop and Solo Stove saw an increase in followers across platforms of more than 30 million engagements across posts. And as you can see here, their stock pretty much jumped overnight. Looks like it went up by 20%. So obviously this marketing campaign worked really well. And it's a great example to model if you want to do it for your business. And it's a huge contrast behind brands that don't do a good job with this. I don't think we all remember the Kendall Jenner Pepsi one that did not kind of go over very well with the brand. So that could be, if you can't be a good example, be a horrible warning, right? There are 3 elements that make a great marketing campaign. The formula for a great marketing campaign is it needs to be relevant, it needs to be emotional, and there needs to be an element of curiosity. So the brand is looking to sell smokeless stoves. Like you can have a stove or a fire pit and it's smokeless. That's actually a really cool product. And how can they attach that to another person who's relevant in smoke? And obviously Snoop Dogg is huge. Like he's built this whole brand on smoking. So that's relevant. There's some relevance there. How can they create emotion around that, right? And the emotion was, man, what if Snoop Dogg gave up smoke? He quit smoking. Like people would be curious. Like, I wonder why he did that, how he did that. And it's also very, it evokes a lot of emotion. So how can you take this campaign and implement it into your business? Now think of any marketing messages you have out there, anything you do, you really wanna cover 3 points. How can you make your message relevant? How can you make it emotional? And how can you add curiosity to it, right? So as an example, we run a lot of YouTube ads for our clients. We also run it for ourselves, and we took a lot of our videos that we've promoted and what's the ad that worked the best for us? And we took that hook, and that hook, it has an element of relevance, emotion, and curiosity. In fact, that's what we try and aim for all of our hooks to have. Here's an example. So just to break this down, if you have a script or a video, this is how you could implement it, right? So in our ad, we say, do you want to know the cool thing about YouTube ads? Like the ad you're watching right now? You know, there's a question there. That's the curiosity element. If you're trying to grow your business and you have a great product or service and you know how to set up YouTube ad campaigns correctly, that part's the relevance. We're talking about growing your business with YouTube ads, so that's what the topic is. You can get a 3x or 7x return on your ad spend. There's the emotional element to it. So again, as you go about your marketing materials, think of how can we make this more relevant, more emotional, and add some more curiosity to it. And if you do this, your message, your marketing is gonna go a lot further than if you don't have those. And again, be like Snoop Dogg. Add those 3 elements so your brand doesn't go up in smoke.
Trust me, we're gonna need a chart.
We even have a workshop where you can come in, we can create your ads and launch them in 3 days. Find the link below, click on it, and check it out. We'd love to have you there. If you're watching this and you're like, man, I'd like to get more resources around marketing and advertising, we have a whole bunch of resources available. We got tools and checklists and calculators. So if you're curious about how to market with YouTube ads, check out this next video because we talk about how do you optimize a YouTube ad campaign. Have you guys seen the new Snoop Dogg smokeless campaign? It was genius. And there are 3 lessons that any business can learn when it comes to having a marketing message that will crush it. So your brand needs to be, or your marketing message needs to be relevant, have emotion, and add some curiosity. If you don't have those 3 elements, your marketing message will go up in smoke. So if you want to watch the rest of the video, click the link. See you there.